Sorry for the low light, but I don't want to turn on the big lights because I need to go to bed and I don't want to look at a bright light before going to bed. This is just a quick video because I know I'm gonna wake up in some different state. I want to capture that I'm proud of myself. Had a work function this evening, Christmas, drinks and blacklight mini golf, and then to a bar. I had a cocktail, just one cocktail. First alcoholic drink in, I don't know, 6 months roughly. First cocktail in over 2 years. And someone asked me this evening when the last time I was drunk, and I don't know, which is pretty cool, to be honest. I never really had a problem with drinking, but that's a different story. On my way home, in the tube of anxiety, also known as the train, people just destroying themselves. People out of control. Vomit everywhere. People smiling and laughing, but I couldn't see anything genuine, and I'm very aware this is my perception of it. And I've been those people smiling and laughing and glitter on the face and going to the next club and jaw all over the place. So I don't, hold anything back. It wasn't a judgment. There was a judgment, but I was conscious of the judgment and I was able to process it and, in the back of my mind, wish them well, and in the other part of my mind say, hey dude, we've come a long way from there. So that's another proud moment. I mean, I know one day I might go back for another party evening, maybe, but that's a big maybe. That's a really big maybe. I mean, if you ask any doctor, I shouldn't do that. So that's a very big maybe. From there, I contacted my friend whose birthday it is, knowing full well it's gonna be pretty drug involved. Thought he would be at the club, which his plan was, but it was so drug involved that they hadn't got their wasted asses out of the house, which, it's a cold, rainy evening. They were a happy bunch of people. Anyway, so I went there. That was pretty full on, I'd have to say. This is approaching 2-3 o'clock in the morning. That was a lot. Lots of everything going on there. Like everything. Well, no heroin. No heroin, no opium. I'm getting sidetracked. I stayed for 2 hours. I had some good conversations, none of which will be remembered by the people I spoke to, but they were very in-depth, very, very, very deep. It was kind of nice. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I thought, this is pointless. A friend of mine told me there's a German quote for this. I've forgotten it already. Perlen for die Sau, which means pearls for the pigs. It's quite a nice saying, actually. It makes a lot of sense. So, I'm very proud of myself for doing this. At the work function, I was definitely separated from my work colleagues in a seating booth that was a little bit raised up and separated by a little barricade. So, that's probably why I stayed for so long. I did, after I had the one cocktail, I did really want to keep drinking, but did not, and I'm very grateful for that decision. After the friend that I was sitting, my workmate that I was sitting with, who I think also was quite happy to just sit there and watch, and he was drinking and smoking and whatever. Basically, I wasn't sitting in a corner. I was sitting in a raised position where people could easily approach, and the environment where I was had a heater, so it was warm, so it was very inviting there, and it got me thinking like, okay, this is comfortable for me, it's comfortable for them, I can sit here and watch and feel included, and if people want to come and talk to me, they can come and talk to me, and I don't have to be this nervous, awkward, trying to figure out the thoughts in my mind of voices and thoughts to start a conversation, which is what I have a lot of trouble with nowadays. Ended up coming down, doing some minor socialing, and it's very difficult to look at people in the eyes for long periods of time, but also people are quite happy for you to make regular engagement, and then whilst you're listening to them, I turn my ears to them. I think this is nicer. Not nicer, but it's also a sign that you're listening, which I don't know if I've done this much, but I will definitely try it again. And at the party afterwards of my friend, I really stood up for myself. I didn't give in to any peer pressure. Okay, a little bit. I did have one balloon of laugh gas, which was the first laugh gas I had in a year and a half. Easy, if not longer. And it was pretty amazing, I have to say. I used to love this stuff. I did it to a ridiculous level, to a near-death experience level. Still here. The last one I did a year and a half ago was one that I did like I hadn't had one for a year or half a year. And that was a very full-on one. And I was like, yeah, that's too much. My mind was too unhinged. There was too much going on there. But this one was really in-depth. But I will not do another one for at least a year. Really. It was nice. It was amazing. But I'm still not there. I'm still not ready. And the urge to do another one and another one and another one is still there. So that means I can't and should not. I can. It means I should not. And I'm very proud of myself for that too. I had a cup of tea. Oh, I had one slap shot with my friend on his birthday. That was a thing we do. Have a shot and then slap each other in the face. That was a nice bonding experience. And it was a Mexicana, so it's like not a strong shot. Yeah, this is meant to be a quick video. So I'll continue this in the morning and we'll see what state, it's already morning, it's 5:45. I'll film myself after, no, I don't know when, but I'll film myself tomorrow and we'll see what state. Morning. It is the morning after. Well, no, it's now the day after. It's approaching 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Been awake for a few hours. Where should we begin? I feel like shit. Like I quit smoking over 2 years ago now. Smoking in Berlin, inside, in bars and clubs and houses is still very common. And last night I was in a very smoky environment. My eyes are burning. My throat is killing me. I've had, went to sleep at around 6 in the morning. Woke up before 7. I was already in the bathroom when I woke up. So I went to the toilet. Came back to bed. Woke up, I don't know when. I was in the kitchen eating chocolate. Came back to bed. Woke up screaming abuse. Like, fuck you! Fuck off! Fuck it! Went back to sleep, woke up talking really loudly, back to sleep, wake up in the morning, during the day, I don't know when, like awake, asleep, awake, asleep, awake, asleep, awake, asleep. Finally awake, eyes open. That was rough. That was really rough. I did not want to be alive. I really didn't know how I was gonna get out of bed. How I was even gonna just take the covers off. Really just like, oh, hey, like a elephant sitting on my chest. But that was I was expecting something. So I went through the process, filtering out memories, dreams, what's real, what's not real. Grabbed the phone, podcast on, not to listen, just to get the rhythm of someone talking consciously, like, so that I can calm the voices down. Had a shower. That didn't help, to be honest. I should have had a cold shower at the end, but it's winter and I don't want to have a cold. Had a coffee, ate some chocolate, put the washing on, and I've gotta go to, I need to do the shopping, and I have to go and pick up my glasses, and I'm meant to meet some people it just seems very overwhelming, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if I'm gonna get there. And then I go to the movies with another friend, which will be the last movies I go to till they become standard practice that the movies offset their carbon footprint, because they make a shit ton of money. They cause a massive, massive carbon footprint, like huge, for food and transport and accommodation and the luxuries, and it's all, anyone that's done TV commercial or been near a set, or even anything like television, there's movies, it's like times 1,000. No one talks about this, right? Because it's like it's our escape, isn't it? Going to the movies, escaping this fucking reality and disappearing into something else, But they make so much profit on this that they should really offset their carbon. So until they offset their carbon, and then even if that's like twice as expensive, I'll go, because I love going to the movies. Dark room, junk food, fantasy, fiction, whatever, escapism, it's gold. Getting sidetracked. So, what do we learn? That we can go out, nothing really bad happens. I mean, I did work like all day, and then straight to the Christmas party, and then mini golf, and then bar afterwards, and then public transport on a Friday night in Berlin, which is horrible. I mean, entertaining if you don't have a mental condition, but with a mental condition, pretty... Thank God for headphones. Well, no, thank science for headphones. And then, party in a room. And actually, that's a point. Like, at this party, everyone's smoking inside, and like everyone had a joint, and everyone was rolling a joint whilst they're smoking a joint. So I think I probably got a little bit of a room high, I'd have to say. I was there for about 2 hours. It's probably also put my mental state off kilter. Alright, so big day. Well, I mean, not really, but for me at the moment, big day. There's something I'm forgetting to mention. Feel it somewhere here. I shouldn't have gone out so late. I mean, 6 o'clock in the morning. It's pretty impressive, actually. One drink. I didn't even really need the drink. I just wanted the drink. I wanted to feel included in this social exercise. It's a pretty tasty cocktail, I have to say. Rum, espresso, martini, la-dee-da. But didn't get depressed. I mean, now I am. Oh, fuck. But you accept it. What can you do? I'm still forgetting something to mention. You can do this stuff. You can go out. You can sit there in a room of wasted people and not partake and although I did a little bit, but not really. But you know what I mean. But we need to accept that we're gonna wake up the next day in a unpredictable state, and we have to be prepared to deal with whatever state that might be. We can't fall into the trap of poor me, oh, why is suddenly everything so difficult, or this this is normal. This is normal for us. I think that's it. I think that was it. Brain feels pretty empty. Right. Another coffee. Wait for my washing. Get changed. Pick up my glasses. Oh, gotta do the shopping. Fuck. Don't want to go outside. Okay. Action. It's over. Aww.